We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of 2 Cents Plus, and the Resident Evil 2 hype has been real for me for a very long time. Since the moment I heard about the fact that they were remastering this game, I have been dying to get more information from it. You guys seen at E3 they released a trailer for it and I got super pumped about that, and now we've got some more screenshots that are related to Claire Redfield, because they didn't show very much of her. Before we saw a lot of Leon but no Claire, and now we have a bunch of screenshots. Hopefully at Gamescom there's going to be a lot more information coming out in regards to Resident Evil 2, but I just want to take a look at these new screenshots because this game is getting me hyped, man. It is getting me pumped and I have a lot of questions, so let's stop fucking around and let's get through these. The first photo we see here is a picture of Claire Redfield with the infamous Sherry Birkin. Now, if you're anything like me, you have nothing but absolute fond memories of Sherry. You especially love the way she runs away from you every time you're trying to save her and leads you around the RPD on a wild goose chase, because she just can't seem to sit still. Now granted, she was running from her psychotic father who was trying to kill her, but still, that shit was annoying. And here we have another photo of Sherry Birkin doing what she does best, and that is literally hiding from the person who is trying to save her life. I get the fact that she's young and she's scared, and her psychotic father, like I said, is trying to kill her, but man, escort missions are the worst, and they seem like they're going to be even more horrifying on this game because the zombies are that much tougher. So we'll see exactly how far they take this. Plus the third person view doesn't always put her in your sights. This game is in third person now. Before, with the fixed camera angles, you could always see her and yourself. So it's gonna be an interesting twist dealing with Sherry in this one. In this photo we have a better and more close-up picture of what the new Redfield model looks like. I'm guessing they changed her design quite a bit because of Chris's recent change in design from Resident Evil 7, and they wanted her to resemble him more. She definitely doesn't look like the Claire Redfield that we know from the movies and the game. But I mean, I don't mind this design. Her overall costume has been a bit toned down, because she was wearing like this biker thing with the iconic emblem on it, and she looks a bit more casual as opposed to like maybe like a biker like she looked like before. But I don't mind this design. I think it looks pretty good. I hope her voice isn't too different though, because that's gonna throw me off. I mean, I know it has been a very long time since the person who played her in Resident Evil has done it, but hopefully they can find somebody that's close enough. This next photo we see is actually pretty interesting. It actually gives us a first look at old man Chief Irons, who really looks like an old man in this game. He didn't really look that old before, but he looks like your typical scumbag police chief who has done some questionable things in this game. This is the only picture that I've seen of him so far. Maybe we'll get some more looks at Chief Irons and what's going on with him. But they appear to be meeting down in the parking lot, the iconic Resident Evil 2 parking lot, where another picture that's coming up later, I'll show you guys what that looks like, because if you guys remember going down there, there's the giant shutter with the police cars behind it and everything. That's a very memorable place in the Resident Evil 2 game, and this is where she seems to be meeting Irons, as opposed to in his office where they initially met. So that should be interesting. I do remember playing Resident Evil 2. I can't recall if you ever met him down in the garage, but I'm pretty sure you didn't. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've played through the game in its entirety, so maybe I'm mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. This screenshot right here was the one that I was referring to earlier, with the iconic kind of car garage down here with the police car. The lights are flashing this time though to add some atmosphere, which is pretty interesting. And this room overall just looks a lot bigger. Like the parking lot itself seems a lot bigger than it was in the original Resident Evil 2. The scale of this game so far they seem to take things up a notch to offer more detail and then make the place look more alive. And I think that's really interesting. Like I said, the camera angles and everything are different, so you're going to be seeing the RPD in ways that you've never seen before, because the game has always presented the RPD to you in whatever way it wants you to see it with the fixed camera angles. But now they're arguably going to be things that you can see now that you never could because of certain angles. You can look at rooms now. Certain rooms might not even look familiar to you because of the perspective of the game now. Plus, there's a lot of little subtle changes that they've made. So I'm excited just to explore, man. It'd be nice if they had a mode in this game where you can disable all the zombies and all the enemies and just look around, because this game is fucking gorgeous, man. I would love to just do that if possible. Here we get a first shot at William Birkin, Sherry's father, in his mutated form with his iconic fucking pipe that he beats you to death with in Resident Evil 2. That death animation in the game is actually pretty funny. I wonder how they're going to enhance it in this game. But he is mutated and he seems to be after Claire. And this is cool. Like his model looks cool. It looks faithful to the original design. And I think it's going to be interesting to fight him. The one thing that really kind of scares me about this game, about this release, is the fact that in the previews that we were looking at, the zombies seem to put up a very good fight. Like, they seem to be very difficult to beat. Every encounter seemed to be like a life or death situation with these zombies because they took a lot of bullets. What the hell are the encounters going to be against the hunters and William Birkin and other enemies inside the game? How much more difficult are they going to be if the zombies are that much stronger? I'm sure as you progress through the game, your arsenal increases and you get more and more weapons and stuff and stronger weapons. But holy fuck, man, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't mind a bit of added difficulty, but the perspective alone adds another layer of difficulty that that people won't really take into consideration until they actually play it. But I guess we'll have to see. Should be interesting. We get to take a bit of a closer look though with this one. He is grabbing Claire literally by her face, and this just shows the scale of how big and menacing he's gonna be in this game. He was pretty large in the other one, but it was his model was still kind of scrawny, all things considered. But now he's huge, and it looks like there's gonna be some serious. It's gonna be a nice battle between you and him. Now I'm hoping, I am praying, please game, please Resident Evil. I know you love to do it. I know you love to do it. You didn't do it with your original Resident Evil remake, and I'm so glad you didn't. But for the love of God, I know this is a third-person game. Do not riddle this game with fucking QTE. I'm gonna be so disappointed. That is literally the worst thing you could possibly do to this game. Please don't. I know you think that everybody loves QuickTime events. They don't. I'm sorry. They've hated them since the beginning. There's some games that can do it well. This is just not one of them. I do not want deaths in this game to be solely dictated by QuickTime events. I just don't want that in this game. I want the difficulty to be organic and natural. If he's gonna grab you or whatever, you should be able to dodge and stuff, whatever. And if you don't dodge well enough and you get grabbed, then you just get slammed or some shit or killed. But I don't want QuickTime events. Please don't ruin this game, Capcom. I will be so sad. Moving on to something on the more suspicious side is we see a photo right here of Claire looking down a staircase with her flashlight. Now this staircase is reminiscent of Resident Evil 1. In the main hall behind the staircase, there's a little narrow hallway that you can go down to get into what I believe was was like the captain's office or something like that, or a security room. There was something down there. But this, from the photo and from what I've seen from the demo, appears to be the main RPD office. And I don't remember there being a staircase going down in the main RPD office. There were, I think, 4 doors, 2 up top. No, 5. 2 up top and 3 down below. And none of them led downstairs. So they said they were going to be adding new areas. So maybe this is one of them. I'm curious to know where it goes. Should be interesting. This picture right here shows and displays the destructive power of the grenade launcher. If you guys were paying attention to the other photos that I showed, you see that she did have one on her back, and that explosion is impressive. The lighting is crazy. I don't know what the hell she's shooting. That appears to be William, I believe. It kind of looks like I can see him in there a little bit. But that grenade launcher is nice. That should be able to clear out some zombies. I'm sure ammo's gonna be scarce, so you're gonna have to save your bullets up, because they're trying to go back to that old school Resident Evil shuffling for ammo feeling, as opposed to just loading you up. Now I'm sure there are gonna be easier modes, because we live in a day and age now where whenever a game that's difficult gets put out, then people have to assume that this game is exclusionary and they don't want people like us playing because they're making games too hard for us, and they need to add easy modes to accommodate the people who suck. And whatever, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But anyway, this photo right here actually shows the underbelly of, I believe, the RPD, where you encounter, I think this is the first place where you actually have to literally fight William Birkin with Claire. I don't remember if it was Leon, but like as soon as you went down up under Chief Iron's office, it took you down to like a little underground industrial area right below the RPD, and this looks like that place. So far, these are all the pictures that I got my hands on that caught my eye. There may be more, and then there might be more that have been released since these photos have been released, because I'm jumping on this train a little bit late. But excitement, man. I am nothing but excited for the new photos that they showed, and looking at this game from as many perspectives as I can before it actually comes out. Looks like it's gonna be fun, man. This is what we asked for. We asked for a remake of the game, and that's what we're getting. It looks to be pretty faithful to what Resident Evil 2 was, even though like the perspective is different, where we're putting a very modern twist on the game, and it's getting a major facelift, which I appreciate. I think, I don't know, a lot of people are saying they should have left it alone and it should have just been what we played before, just upgraded. But I don't know, man. Don't you want a new experience? I mean, it is awesome. It would be awesome to play that game that we played before, just with enhanced graphics or whatever. But I don't know, man. I feel like that's kind of the cheap way to do it. I feel like that's an easy way out. When they can enhance the overall experience. Now, whether or not the decisions that they make actually enhance the overall experience, we'll find out when the game comes out. But I'm remaining optimistic. From what I've seen so far, it looks to be pretty good, and I'm excited. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As I said before, I am ramping up the video outage on this channel. I know I've been only re-uploading the streams and everything like that, but I want to get more content out for you guys to digest. That's just not the streams, especially for the people who've seen the streams themselves. The re-uploads are just videos, faster versions of what they've seen already. So try to mix it up and give you guys more content. I'm going to be putting lots of effort into this channel specifically, because things are slow over on my main channel, and I don't like being annoyed and aggravated all the time talking about stupid crap. So this is a nice escape for me. So show me some love, hit that like button, make sure you share this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.